In the manga and anime series Record of Ragnarok, Adam is portrayed as the first human ever created and the representative of humanity in the second round of the tournament against the gods. Calm, kind and incredibly powerful, Adam fights the god Zeus to protect his children, all of humanity, showing unwavering love and determination. He is famous for his ability called Eyes of the Lord, which allows him to perfectly copy and counter the techniques of the gods, making him one of the strongest and most respected human fighters in the series. Let's see how he can achieve his physique, strength, combat style and athleticism. So first of all, his physique and strength. Adam is skinny, not weak though. Despite his seemingly low muscle mass, he has a lot of strength. Technically speaking, his strength is proportional to the attack he replicates, but we will talk about the combat style in a bit. Back to his physique. Yeah, he's skinny, maybe the skinniest physique I've covered so far, but his strength, once again, could technically be unlimited. The only problem is his muscles and nervous system. They have to sustain inhuman attacks. So we will train for strength and just a touch of mass. Our main focus will be compound movements. Now the combat style. Like I said, his combat style depends on the opponent. In his fight against Zeus, he used karate for example. I hesitated a lot with kickboxing because they had a higher stance than karate, but the punches and kicks are more karate based. The arms position is like in karate and the legs position is more kickboxing focused, so you can do both. Still, I think karate is the main style due to the fast closing in and movements execution. We will dedicate separate days for the combat training. Alright, athleticism. We didn't have a lot of chances to see his full athleticism, but we can see that Adam moved a lot and fast. He was highly explosive and had a lot of endurance, even more than Zeus. His attacks almost reached the speed of light, and this for 7 minutes. So yeah, endurance and explosiveness are his main feature. The endurance will be trained by doing cardio, and the explosiveness will be achieved with the combat training. With this type of physique, training the explosiveness while fighting will actually be better than training it with plyometrics, and the reason is simple. It will condition your body to move very fast while fighting, and the only thing that is left is flexibility. Adam's kicks can go high, and generally speaking, stretching can be good for everyone. Stretching will prevent injuries, will give you more range of motion, which is vital for combat, and will even help with recovery. Perfect. Let's take a look at the workout plan. So it is divided into 3 full bodies and 2 days dedicated to karate. The working days will have the following structure. The exercise, the number of sets times the number of reps. Only 1 or 2 working sets because more will straight up damage the muscle and give your nervous system more fatigue than it could handle. When doing mostly strength like here, you can't be doing a lot, otherwise your nervous system will take too much damage. And don't forget that the nervous system recovers more slowly than the muscular system. As for the number of reps, it will sit at 5 to 6, 7 to 8 and max. The 5 to 6 rep range is 90% strength and 10% muscle mass. It will give much more strength than mass. The 7 to 8 rep range is the perfect mix between strength and mass. It will be for exercises that need mass. And finally, max is for maximum amount of seconds or reps. Here it will be 4 seconds. Okay, let's go, full body 1. Starting with squats will give a testosterone boost for the day and days to come. Squats will be great for overall leg strength, but will primarily target the quads and a bit of glutes. You can either do them with the free barbell or on the Smith machine. Next we have Romanian deadlift. This will strengthen your posterior chain, vital for any type of combat training and body reinforcement. This will target the hamstrings and glutes primarily. After that we have calf raises. Calf raises will be useful for vertical pushing strength and will give you explosiveness strength when needed. After we have weighted dips. Weighted dips are great for the pecs, triceps and front delts, giving pushing strength. If you can do the dips on the rings, it will be better because the rings will force you to stabilize yourself, creating more strength. Next we have weighted pull-ups. Weighted pull-ups will build the overall back strength and V-shape. This will give pulling strength. And finally we have lateral raises. This is more for shoulders mass than pure strength. Since the side delts are more for aesthetic, we will not overload them. Do the lateral raises either with dumbbells, cables or on the machine. Okay, full body 2. Starting once again with squats. This will build the overall leg strength and quad strength. After that we have Romanian deadlift for the posterior chain strength. Next, shrugs. Shrugs will give a better look to your physique and will support your arms and back when carrying heavy things. After, we have inclined bench press. I recommend you do them with dumbbells and with the bench inclined at 45 degrees if you have a big rib cage and at 30 degrees if you have a normal rib cage. This will work the upper part of the pecs and a bit of front delts and triceps. Next, barbell rows. This will build the back width and strength, useful for pulling actions. And finally, once again lateral raises to create some nice round shoulders. And finally, full body 3. We will start with weighted pull-ups this time. This will create the overall back strength and pulling strength. After that, we have weighted dips. Once again, this will create the overall pecs, triceps and frontal strength. Do them on rings if possible. After that we have reverse flies. This will create the mid-back definition and rear delts mass to create the nice and round shoulders. Since the barbell rows already target them, only one working set for 7 to 8 reps. Do the reverse flies either with the cables or on the machine. After, we have dumbbell shoulder press. This will be useful for the combat training, giving you pushing and punching strength. I recommend you set up the bench at an angle of 80 degrees. This will be the final touch for the round shoulders. Next, we have inclined biceps curls. This will create the biceps mass we need to be aesthetic. The thing is, the pull-ups don't give that much mass to the biceps, at least not like the dips do to the triceps. So this is why no triceps isolation, but only one exercise for biceps for 7 to 8 reps. I recommend you set up the bench at an angle of 45 degrees to get the perfect angle for optimal tension. And finally, the hollow body hold. This will strengthen your core, absolutely vital for the strength exercises and combat training. This will not bulk up your abs, but this will create some definition in your abs. Hold the position as much as possible. With this, there are some things you should know and apply. Always have a proper execution for every exercise. Always warm up before an exercise and give yourself 2 warm-up sets. Just go light, don't already burn all your energy. After every workout, do 30 minutes of cardio to train for endurance. The best way to train for endurance is to breathe through your nose only. But if you can't, breathe through your mouth. On every rest day, stretch for approximately 20 minutes and keep the rest days rest days. Rest days are more important than the workout itself. So when you have a rest day, don't do anything, just stretch. Try to recover as much as possible. You must understand that with 3 full bodies, 2 days training for karate and cardio, your nervous system will fry if you don't let it rest. So give at least 2 rest days per week. For the combat training, try not doing more than 2 hours. I'll say 1 hour is optimal, but more is okay if you don't have the choice. For example, my club used to have 2 sessions. The first was Tuesday for 1 hour and a half, and the second was Friday for 2 hours. To achieve his leanness, you'll need some serious nutrition. First, you need to know your BMR and TDEE, and based on this, you need to figure out if you need to be on a cut, bulk or maintenance. I'll say he's around 12% body fat, if not a bit lower. So if you are way above 12% body fat, be on a caloric deficit. If you are way below 12% body fat, be on a caloric surplus. And if you are around 12% body fat, be on a caloric maintenance. Your protein intake should be around your body weight in pounds. So if you are not in the freedom country, do the body weight in kilograms times 2.205. For carbohydrates and fats, it depends if you are on a cut, bulk or maintenance. Generally speaking, if you are on a cut, have less carbs and a bit less fat. On a bulk, have more carbs and a bit more fats. On a maintenance, have a reasonable amount of carbs and fat. And if you want to learn more things about nutrition, I made 2 videos. The first one talks about the foundations of nutrition, macronutrients and micronutrients. And the second one talks about the gut-brain axis, the link between what we eat and how the body reacts to it and vice versa. If you want to learn more things about your muscular system, I made a video that talks about this. And finally, if you want to see the other physics I covered, check the playlist up here and enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, that was everything I had to say. If you want to see another physique on here, let me know it in the comments. If you enjoyed, let me know it in the comments too, and we will meet next time for some other video. And like always, take care.